today for the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices. Guys, what the heck is happening here in the market? It's the weekend. We wanted to relax. And now we are seeing the markets trouble like crazy. I want to talk about some danger looming on the horizon. I need to talk about that. I want to talk about a mistake I made. I really want to keep it real here. And more importantly, also what we can expect for Bitcoin and for altcoins in the next week to come. I have a very important message here towards the end of the video, which I need to get out. This is a very different video to usually, and it is a very important one. I really want to urge you to watch this video until the very end. Let's go straight into it. And I have here something on my tonsils. I'm usually never sick, but I feel a little bit so. I will be not so loud today, a little bit more slow. But yeah, I guess some people will even like that. So let's go straight into it. I will talk about my trades. I really want to keep it real here. This was one mistake I made. I opened a risky Ethereum trade. I want to keep it real before I go into the charts, into the price targets, as we did so many great things and I had so many great decisions and trades. Sometimes there's a bad one. I need to talk about those ones as well. I went here a little bit prematurely into an Ethereum breakout trade and the charts were perfect, but the simple fact that it was a Friday already should have told me, hey, be a little bit more careful. So I went into that trade. It went really well, right? We broke out here. We had the breakout attempt. Ethereum went higher, everything fine. Then we went lower and, well, we had to keep the resistance to stay golden, right? I was actually also posting on Twitter that I will put my stop loss into a break even, which I did, right? Which I did. And I did not really lose money on that trade as I put the stop loss into a break even, but that doesn't take away that opening the trade was already premature. Anyways, I warned you guys, I said, putting the stop loss into a break even, and yeah, that's what I did. So I got stopped out at a break even. Not a successful trade, didn't really lose money on it, didn't make money, but still I think I was a little bit too fast on that, and I want to keep it real here, of course. Don't open a trade on a Friday afternoon. This is the learning we are having from here, right? So I also posted it's a failed break already at $3,250 and well, we all know what happened afterwards. I need to evaluate with you what happened here, and let's go straight into the charts. And I have this very big warning. I really want you to stay here until the very end so we can talk about that. Let's start with Bitcoin, and you can see Bitcoin is right now forming here this double top on the 8-hourly, on the daily, on the 4-hourly, wherever, everywhere it's forming this double top. And the level we need to keep is literally the exact level where it went down to. So we do want to keep, and again, it's a weekend. So a weekend pump is not to be taken so serious. A weekend dump is also not to be taken so serious. So don't literally freak out here just because we are dumping down. This is definitely something I want to tell you, even though I'm talking here about dangers. We need to keep this year on a daily level. On the daily candles, Bitcoin needs to stay above 98,899,000 US dollars. As long as we are holding a daily candle above 99, we should be fine. This is just to hold and prevent an M pattern breakdown from happening. And of course, we still have the previous downward sloping resistance, which now should turn into support. So if we are breaking that, the next level to hold should be 96,000 US dollars, which is, in my opinion, the line in the sand. When we are breaking 96 to the downside, then it actually gets pretty dangerous here. And talking about Ethereum, I mean, we are back in that pattern. For Ethereum, the level to hold would be simply just plain 3,000 US dollars for Ethereum. That is just the charts. That is the levels we need to hold before we are actually saying, okay, all of that world trade war, Trump trade war, and all of these things might be going against us, and we might see more further downwards action in the next week, only if we break those levels I mentioned. 99, 96 for Ethereum, respectively, 3,000 US dollars straight. Now, guys, this is actually the message I have for you. This year, the decoupling of Bitcoin and the crypto markets. And I want to talk about that a little bit more later on. But just look at this one here. Usually, the Bitcoin market cap and other cryptocurrencies are going in perfect alignment with each other. They are kind of perfectly correlated with each other, as you can see here, every single cycle, since we have altcoins. But now it is different. People say, no, this time it's different. You cannot say this. You have to say it this time. Bitcoin decoupled completely from altcoins. And you have to, on top of that, factor in that altcoins are completely inflated in numbers. So it gets increasingly more difficult to pick the winners. That is why I am preaching since ages almost only Bitcoin. And I have 80% of my portfolio in Bitcoin. For this simple reason, Bitcoin is beating everything. And if I buy any altcoins, it's just to accumulate more Bitcoin. But it gets increasingly more difficult to pick the winners. Things like Solana, Sui, some US-based altcoins, yes, maybe that is winners. But what if not? And I just want to tell you that I would really love to see my community, other than other communities, to have the focus on Bitcoin. That doesn't mean you shouldn't buy any altcoins, but your focus should be on Bitcoin. It is most likely going to be that way, that Bitcoin is going to stay king forever. And buying altcoins might be good for a few weeks, and I will do so. I will still keep you updated. But keep this in mind here. Thinking about 10,000 new altcoins every single day, including all the meme coins, and Bitcoin still winning against them, just be careful. The winner is Bitcoin. That's easy to pick. It's always Bitcoin season. And it's just sometimes altcoin season. And that is just something you have to keep in the back of your head. If you want to gamble on altcoins, I'm doing that myself. With a small portion of your portfolio, if your altcoin position doubles, take half out, put it back into Bitcoin. Beautiful. Some people think it's so difficult to get wealthy with Bitcoin. If your time horizon is just far enough, it is the easiest thing in the world. Thank you so much for watching. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see each other very soon at the next one on Crypto. As always, guys, as always, bye.